Hi everyone, it's Athena and welcome back. How you guys doing? Okay, so today's message. Heaven is the only place that has no doubts. Heaven is a place with no doubts. And you're going to say, well, of course, it's heaven, right? But then why do we say as above, so below? So today's reading is a general reading for those who have faith, and only for those who have faith. Saying that you have faith is one thing. Believing is another. So the Fool says, let's start from the very beginning, right? Let's pack our bag, but let's pack light, because we don't know where we're headed. But what we do know is that this fool has a green, say, jacket, whatever, right? But there's a reason why he's wearing green, because he has healed himself. And he's carrying a lotus flower because now he's ready to not only have faith in himself, but wherever he's headed, he's going to instill everything that he is going to go after, or whatever he deems that he wants to desire in his life will be based on his heart. And the King of Wands says, I've learned a lot in my travels. I'm looking back and now I get it. I've healed. I'm ready to go. And now I deserve to instill the knowledge. You see, he's still got the green on, but now his entire wardrobe is orange, because he went from, which is like this, he went from looking back as a child now, as the story unfolds, to a mature adult saying, I've learned a lot and I'm packing light, because I have belief that when the sun sets and a new day is dawning, I shall take that now in my orange red robe, but never forget that I've healed. So it's always there, right? The green. That I've grown spiritually, and now I'm headed wherever I'm headed. I am now able to utilize what I've learned and take it with me. When we say we're packing light, we're talking about the knowledge in this particular spread. Because he's sitting on a tree of knowledge. He's got green all around because he's grown up. And it only took him however long it took him to figure it out. And now look at what we have. Another king appears before us. And this king is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups has the intuition and the knowledge. Because this is one person. Or is it? So as we look at these cards, let's just look. Sorry, let me do it this way so you could see. Okay? This is how they came out, correct? The King of Cups is looking at the King of Wands. Two masculines, yet in one person. I believe, and this is how I feel. I feel that the Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that is looking at himself in the mirror, right, is coming from a place of higher spiritual knowledge. And now the King of Cups is looking at you and saying, however I go within, however I feel within and without, I now know that sometimes I keep my feelings to myself, right? And I only show up what I want people to see. Because I've been hurt in the past. You see? So there are many people who walk their path, showing up as the King of Wands, very pristine, very assertive, dynamic. A Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, is very dynamic. They're motivated. They trust. They've learned how to stand in the eye of the public eye, right? They know. They're the actors. But they don't always show their emotions. They hide themselves behind their emotions. So this is one person who grew up. And part of this child's learning and healing process was to keep and withhold their emotions. Not allowing people to see their true colors. Because this is what they really want. They want the Ten of Cups. But it's reversed. Here's what they really want. They want the happy ending. They want the blessing of somewhere over the rainbow, right? But in the distant oceanic waters, this is focus. This is the target. This is the love. Don't forget, this King of Wands grew up not being able to show their emotions. So on the external of the King of Wands, and it doesn't have to be King of Wands, doesn't it apply to all of us? When we show up looking like this, we're pristine. We have no doubts. We are on point. We can do a song and a dance for all to see. Right? We look so good on the outside. And we doubt on the inside. We may be doubting that we could attain such a vision of love. Because he's looking at his goal. You see this. This is what you see. This is what he wants. When we reverse these cards, that's what he's looking at. He's looking at this. He wants this. But he's showing up like this. Why? Because that's what his goal is. He wants his twin flame. He wants his soulmate, but she's at a distance. At a distance. Remember, I said that. Is she distant or is she at a distance? And how is he going to get to her? So we're going to use the horizon again, as I do. We're going to put the external that we show to the world is the King of Wands. I grew up. Look at me. But inside, underneath the surface, is the oceanic waters of our emotions. And he says, this is the goal. She's at a distance. Why am I keep saying that? That's not to say that the only thing that this King of Wands wants is either someone who is really distant from them, geographically speaking, or emotionally, perhaps unavailable. Or they're waiting for the right time, right? So let's get bottom of the deck. So who's waiting for who, right? She's sitting. I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? Look. She's standing there waiting. She's saying, are you going to make a decision? Are you going to make a move? What are you doing? I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to make a decision, to show up with how you feel. Let's put her down here because look at this. Let's not get to this point yet because this is the finale, right? We know that. The inner emotions of this king of wanting his queen is only a moment away. If this king could stop doubting and get moving, if that's possible, someone might be moving to be together, coming to visit from a distant place. I keep saying distant. Who is being distant? Is this king emotionally ready to pour out his feelings and stop doubting what he feels? Because what he feels is very real. But he's not showing his emotions at all. He's not. He's hiding them. But here, are they both hiding how they feel? Because here's the goal. The knowledge that you've both gained, the knowledge that you have both come either as two becoming one, because this is a twin flame. Okay? So no one's emotionally bonding until this turns around. So we can't turn it around yet. It's not time. The sun is setting here, and the sun is rising here. So we have to put this right here. Why? Because that's the goal. That's the target. But we have to emotionally become available and stop doubting ourselves. Because within is really our true heart's emotional feelings. And if we all know, if someone's emotionally unavailable, right? We can't get to this point. And what's stopping us? Shall we? Shall we dare look at the card that's stopping? As above, so below. It's fear. It's uncertainty. And here they stand. You see that, right? They're both doubting. And when doubt sets in, the two cannot merge and bleed into one. So cast your fears aside. Put those doubts away. And then you shall see and seek exactly what is meant to be. Have a great day.